For the treble and D for the bass. Let's go to play.
So I want you to name 2 streets where you don't see people who are the same race as you.
2 streets where I don't see people the same race as me. Could it be an area? Well, I'll guess I'll just go straight to like around where I would live. That's probably a hard question. I never thought of that. It's kind of hard. Okay. Yeah.
You just want to leave that alone?
Yeah, I would say I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 streets you associate yourself with feeling safe.
It would have to be where I live. So it would be Marcus Garvey and DeKalb. Just because I was raised there, and that's always going to be safe, regardless of maybe how other people might feel about it. But yeah, I would say like those 2 streets in particular.
Would you go to your neighborhood hospital?
No. Hell no. No.
Why not?
Just because it isn't the best, I would say. There's always been like rumors, or different like stories of maybe doctors not working as hard as they could have worked, to help anyone. So I probably would go somewhere, honestly, like in the city rather than going somewhere like down the block from me. Yeah, no.
If you could describe your community in one word, what would it be?
In one word, I would probably say colorful. I'll say that, yeah, colorful.
If you could describe New York City in one word.
Ooh. I'm gonna say, I would just say historical, because we have a lot of history, regardless of people that move here and maybe like they have changed things, but I think New York will always have like a specific history, which a lot of people really won't be like educated on. But yeah, I would say like very historical.
So what are spots in your community you would identify as looking hazardous, radioactive, or like just dangerous?
Just walking there? This would probably sound bad because I definitely have to walk past it every day. I would just honestly say the corners of the block. Not that like you would think that you would get something, but it's always something happening on the corner. Or I would say specifically, I live like 3 blocks away from like Tompkins Park, and everyone knows like after a certain time, like you shouldn't walk through that park. Like not that big, but it's a big park where just late at night people wouldn't walk through. But I would definitely say the corner, like any corners.
What are spaces you associate with being very blackety black in New York City? And what are things you see that tells you like this space is black as fuck?
Very black as far as like, it's a black business, or like,
like say someone just throw you someplace in New York, you don't know what the neighborhood is. What are signs that tell you like, yo, this place is a black space? And what's a place in New York that comes to mind when someone's like, what's the blackety black place you can think of?
Something that would come to mind would be graffiti. Like graffiti art. I think maybe I would say even if it's not a black person that's doing the graffiti art, but they always like associate that. And a place in New York, this is kind of old school, but I would definitely have to say like Apollo or something. Yeah, I would have to say that. Kind of blackity black.
Do you have a favorite food spot in your community?
Well, my favorite spot wouldn't technically be like a specific restaurant. It would probably just have to be like a corner store. Like in neighborhoods, I'm about to say where I live in, you'll see restaurants, but it's still like still growing, I would say. So of course you're gonna get like your traditional like you'll still get food from like a corner store, and you just kind of like make it yourself. Or maybe like the chicken spot or something like that. I would say that, yeah.
Last question. So what's 2 streets you associate with feeling unsafe?
Where I would feel unsafe, like in my neighborhood or just like in general.
New York City, that 2 streets, that first thing, I probably won't feel safe in this street.
It does take a lot for me, I'm about to say, like, to not feel safe in certain areas. But maybe one street in my neighborhood that I probably wouldn't feel safe, maybe on Gates or something. Like, you probably just wouldn't want to like walk past or something. But it does take a lot for me to like to not feel unsafe. I don't know. I would say I'm from the hood, so nothing really like startles me. Like I would say I don't get bothered by like certain things. Yeah. So I just like put it past me.
Okay. I guess one last question would be, what's some place that's like really inaccessible to you right now in New York City? That's in New York City. Like, what's a place that you're like, I just can't. It's just so hard for me to get there. I can't.
Like a specific restaurant, or you just saying like just in New York?
In New York City, like any space that you're like, this area is just so hard for me to get there.
Oh my God. The Bronx. Yeah. I live in Brooklyn. I feel like the Bronx just takes forever to get there. I don't know, but it's like 2 hours to get to the Bronx.